Hey everyone, welcome to Planes Overhead. I know it's been really long that I've uploaded a video, and today we're going to talk about something really interesting, a topic called underload. So it's a topic which is heard commonly but rarely understood by pilots, especially very important in commercial aviation. And I hope this video will give you a great insight on how we can manage aircraft weight calculations during line operations. And I'm sure it'll improve your decision making and enhance your efficiency. So what exactly is underload? It is any spare load capacity that can be allowed onto the aircraft specifically to accommodate any additional last minute changes such as cargo, passengers, fuel, etc. In short, is the value which you can add at the last minute onto the aircraft weight. Okay. To understand how to calculate underload, you must be thorough with fundamental payload calculations. And unfortunately, as mistaken by most pilots, underload is simply not the difference between the regulated takeoff mass and the actual takeoff mass. Because maximum zero fuel weight mass and the traffic load has to be considered as well for underload calculations. So let's have a look. So if aircraft is already at max zero fuel weight, then it has no underload. Even if it is below max zero fuel weight, if you have carried any fuel, that much underload will reduce. Okay. But before you understand underload, we need to calculate how to calculate the allowable takeoff mass. So we shall do that through an example. So allowable takeoff mass is the lowest of the three: maximum zero fuel mass plus takeoff fuel, regulated takeoff mass, regulated landing mass plus trip fuel. That is the fuel used for the flight A to B. For all practical purpose, especially for the calculation which we're doing on this video, let us assume there are no performance limitation on the aircraft, meaning the runway lengths are good and environmental conditions on the airport are really nice. So in that case, regulated takeoff mass is equal to your structural limit takeoff mass, and regulated landing mass is equal to your structural limited landing mass. So let's look at this example here. Maximum zero fuel weight given of an aircraft is 71.5. Maximum takeoff weight is 89 tons. Max landing weight 75.5. Dry operating mass is 49,300. Takeoff fuel, total fuel on board is 13.2. Trip fuel from A to B is 6,500. And fuel remaining on destination, basically your alternate contingency, all of that is 6,700. And actual traffic load is 17,200 kilos. Okay, traffic load is your cargo and your passengers. So max allowable takeoff mass is the lowest of the three, which is max zero fuel mass plus takeoff fuel, comes out to be this. Regulated takeoff mass is 89 tons. Regulated landing mass plus the trip fuel, which is 75.5 plus 6.5, 82. So whichever is the smallest of this number, lowest of this number is your maximum allowable takeoff mass. So in our case, the example, the answer comes out to be 82 tons. So for this trip, you cannot take off more than 82 tons. Now, what is the allowed traffic load? Okay, so how much traffic load you can take, how many passengers and how many cargo you can accommodate, how much cargo you can accommodate. Structural limit traffic load is equal to max zero fuel mass minus dry operating mass. Takeoff limited traffic load is equal to RTOM, basically regulated takeoff mass, or MTOW minus dry operating mass minus takeoff fuel. Landing limited traffic load is max landing weight minus dry operating mass minus fuel remaining. So the least of these three is your maximum payload that you can carry today. So when you substitute these values, you get these answers here: 22.2, 26.5, 19.5. So as you can see, the maximum load that you can carry today is 19,500 kilos. Okay, so that is the maximum payload that is allowed on the aircraft. Now, underload. Now, finally, we come to the underload formula. Underload is the allowed traffic load minus actual traffic load. So from our example, underload is equal to 19.5, which was a max allowed, minus the actual which was given to us was 17.2. So underload is 2,300 kilos. Hence, we can add additional 2,300 kilos of last minute on load on the aircraft, such as passengers, cargo, fuel, etc. Very helpful in tankering sectors where you can carry cheaper fuel from a particular airport. So underload value will help you to decide last minute how much more you can carry. Okay, so this video has helped you understand what exactly underload is. And a lot of the times it happens that the underload value given on the trim sheets are wrong because you've calculated it not properly. So this will help you in that. So generally commercial, this is an additional point. Generally, commercial pilots prefer having 200-300 kilograms of underload to cater for weights which may not be included in the load and trim sheet, such as unaccounted baggage carried by passengers in hand. So sometimes it happens that passengers pick up items at duty free at the airport, and they may be having an allowed baggage limit of 7 kilos, but they're probably carrying 10. So it's unaccounted for. So generally, pilots prefer having 100 kilograms of underload so that it balances that extra load that passengers are probably carrying. Now, there is a maximum allowable change to the number of passengers or cargo load as an LMC, last minute change. Example 300 kilos, which will be specified in individual operators operation manual for each aircraft type. Any change below this limit generally will not require a new trim sheet. Okay, suppose you've offloaded only one passenger has been removed. So let's say 75 kilos or 100 kilos, whatever. Then you don't require a new load and trim. But if you have removed 500 kilograms of cargo or 500 kilograms of passengers, then you'll require a new trim sheet. However, also remember, any fuel change on the aircraft, there's a requirement for new trim sheet. Okay, fuel change is not catered in this 300 kilos. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Give this video if you like it. Do not forget to share it with your friends. Comment below if you have any doubts. You can reach out on the links on your screen. Cheers and happy landings. See you in the next one. Bye bye.